I want to share a dream. I feel led to share a dream I had several months ago. In the dream, I was on the street, parked on the street in a residential area. I could see ahead of me, which was different because in the natural, ahead of me was houses, right? So you drive and you can make a right or you can make a left. Well, in the dream, those houses weren't there. It was like a street, right? It was like a straight path, a street. And on either side, it was like a neighborhood, houses, right? And the grass began to, the grass was suddenly on fire. And so I began to drive down there to see what was going on. And when I got down there, I saw that the houses had been burned down and the grass had been burned down, but the trees were still standing. I had to make a U turn. And when I did, I saw on the other side houses that had been burned down, grass that had been burned. It was like ashes, and then trees were still standing. And I heard people talking, but I couldn't see anyone. There was nobody visibly there in front of me. But I heard people talking, and then I heard a loud voice say, "Witchcraft has been abolished." I want to encourage those today who you have been called to frontline spiritual warfare. You have contended on another level your whole life. You are one who understand that your calling, your mantle, it consists of battling. You deal with witches and warlocks and things of that nature. God gives you great revelation, and you are what I call a mandated one. This is the season. This is prophetic timeline day 21, and I'm gonna be back to share a prophetic word concerning two different events that happened in the earth in a span of 5 years, um, to give revelation, knowledge, and understanding of what it is that I mean about day 21. But this is a prophetic timeline, day 21, and it means that the strong man, the territorial prince, is coming down, has been abolished, meaning that there has been a breakthrough in the realm of the spirit, a breakthrough in the heavenlies, meaning that there has been satanic concentration concerning your life, and there's been things that have been strategically held up, not just from you, but from your bloodline. And to say that this is the timeline, day 21, where there is breakthrough. And the breakthrough comes with overflow, it comes with abundance, it comes with interest, double portion. And this is a timeline where the Lord has birthed you into a place of double portion. You are birthing double portion, but you have been also birthed into a place of double portion, and that is in every area of your life. This is the timeline that God has been preparing you for, the time that you have been mantled for, this particular timeline that God has chosen to deposit you in the earth. So be strong and of good courage. Some of you have been battling the same witch for a very long time. And you don't deal with too many people who really understand you, but you understand that God has trained you and has elevated you in the midst of hostile territory in the realm of the spirit. And this is confirmation for those who stand in that particular place. I want to share before I go the understanding concerning the U-turn. God is causing many to make a U-turn in their life. It is an about face, and He's giving a new grace. He's causing them to make a U-turn, and in making this U-turn, witchcraft will be abolished in their lives. And so the Lord has been grooming and raising up an elite army in the earth, I mean officers, right? The foundation of the church, the foundation has to be strong in the earth. The prophet, the apostle, that who will perfect the saints for the work of the ministry. God has been strengthening the foundation in the earth as it pertains to that office, those offices. And He is about to do something so abundant in the earth. The goodness of God is on display, as well as the deliverance. God's ability to deliver is on display. And so for those of you who have been dealing with certain witches, twice dead, you know who I'm talking about. You understand. Those who contend with that level, you understand what I'm talking about. Those who have, it would have been better if they had never known him at all than to have known him and to turn away from the holy commandment. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the rare one. I'm talking to you. You have been dealing with that. And then some of you are not even aware of the capacity of your mantle and what you've really been dealing with. It just feels like what the world calls bad luck, but it hasn't been that way. This is the timeline where, listen, this was the season, the timeline the prophetic 21 Satan had up until this time to take out certain chosen ones, certain elite messengers for this end time. And there's a timeline, and the time has been up. So many of you have already elevated in the realm of the spirit, and God has brought you into his master plan of double portion and a greater measure of grace. And know that this is the time, and for you, that it is confirmation for you. This is the time that witchcraft will be that witchcraft has been abolished. There are things that have to break through in this season. There are things that have to break through in this timeline. And as God moves his body forward to make a U-turn, listen, the fire of God is burning up the works of darkness. And he is uprooting those trees, right? Those trees that still, witchcraft and sorcery, that still want to stay planted in the ground. God is uprooting that, because we are in prophetic day 21. And it is time for a different level of manifestation of the glory of God to hit the earth. And God has involved you in that part of your calling. And so God bless you. Thank you for connecting and joining. Go ahead and leave your comments or whatnot. I want to know if this prophetic word is blessing you. What encourages you encourages me. And I'm just super excited for the timeline that we are in the earth. May God continue to richly bless you, and we'll speak to you next time.